Are you new to the gym, or maybe feeling a little bit overwhelmed when it comes to fitness? Not really sure where to start or what workouts to do, how many days to train, or really how to build muscle? Well, then this video is for you, because I'm gonna break down everything that you should know as a beginner so that you can actually go out there and get started, and that you can actually start making progress. So let's get into it. So when I was a beginner, I had a lot of questions, right? I wasn't really sure what workouts to do, how many days to train, really how to build mass and actually build muscle and build an attractive looking physique, right? There was a lot of information thrown at me, and I was just like, look, can I just have a simple way to actually go out there and start making gains, right? So that's what I'm gonna do for you in this video, and we're gonna break it down into a few sections. First, I'll go over all the basics, how to train, how to set up your split, what exercises to do, and then I'll give you a full plan that you can actually start using today so that you can go out there and start crushing your workouts. So let's get started. All right, so the first big question that you might have is, how many days a week should I train? I'm gonna keep it real simple. As a beginner, you should start by training 3 to 4 days a week. Have your 3 main lifting days, and then the 4th day can be optional. The goal right now, guys, is really just to start getting used to the process. Start getting used to going to the gym consistently. Start getting used to the movements, the form, how everything feels, say when you're hitting like a bench press, right? Actually feeling your muscles get engaged, and actually feeling the fatigue, right? And then learning how to recover. That's what this whole thing is about, guys. So as a beginner, you don't need to force it. You don't need to work out 6, 7 days a week as a beginner, right? Just keep it simple, 3 to 4 days a week, with that 4th day being optional. Now, with that being said, as you progress, you're definitely gonna wanna start adding more workout days, because to build the maximum amount of muscle, you do need to hit each body part twice per week. But you really don't need to worry about that right now. Just wanted to mention that for later down the road. All right, so now that we know how many days to train, the next question is, what is a workout split and which one should I do? So guys, all a workout split is choosing what muscle group that you personally want to focus on what given day that works best for you. That's really all a workout split is, guys. It's nothing too crazy. And because of that, there are many different workout splits that you can do, and everyone really is going to have their favorites. But here's what I believe to be the top 2 best splits for beginners. Split number 1 is going to be push, pull, legs. And then split number 2 is gonna be upper, lower, upper. Now, the cool thing about upper, lower, upper is that you get to hit each muscle group twice a week, which is great for muscle growth. But the trade-off is that you actually don't get to focus much on each specific muscle group. For example, if you hit chest, you might only be able to get 1 or 2 exercises for that day. Now, with push-pull legs, you hit each body part once a week. However, you really get to focus on each individual muscle group. For example, you get to hit chest and shoulders on one day and focus heavily on chest and heavily on shoulders, instead of having to focus on kind of everything of the upper body. Now, if I was a beginner, I personally would choose push-pull legs. I'd make sure to get used to the training, start building consistency, and then as I got comfortable, I would just start adding more days and adding more volume in workouts. So what I recommend is just picking one of these splits, try it for a month, see how you like it, get comfortable with it, and then later on you can, always make adjustments or try a different split, whatever works for you. All right, so now that we have our days set, what kind of split to choose, now it is time for the exercises. And the question that a lot of people have is, well, what kind of exercises should I do to make the maximum amount of gains? Well, here's the thing. Obviously, there are tons of different workouts that you can do, and there's really no perfect answer because a lot of it is really going to come down to preference. However, when choosing your exercises, there definitely are some guidelines that you should follow. So the first thing is that you have 2 main types of exercises. You have what's called compound exercises, and you have what is called isolation exercises. Now, compound exercises means that it hits a bunch of different muscles at once. For example, the bench press. You're hitting your chest, you're hitting also some triceps, and then you're also engaging your front delts of your shoulders. And isolation exercises just means, well, the muscle is isolated, right? You're focusing just on that specific muscle part. For example, if you're hitting a bicep curl, right? You're just focusing purely on hitting arms. So when choosing what kind of exercises to do, here is my golden rule. Make sure that you have at least one compound movement and one isolation movement. And then you could just fill in the gap wherever you want to. For example, let's say for chest day, you want to hit bench press, right? You can hit bench press, and then you can hit machine flies for isolation and cable flies for isolation. Really up to you. This is going to make sure that you're targeting all the areas of the muscle to give you that nice, real full look. Now, when it comes to how many sets and reps, I'm just going to keep it real simple. For compounds, aim for 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps. And then for your isolation exercises, aim for 10 to 15 reps. This is going to give you enough volume so that you can actually start to get used to the exercises and that you can actually start building muscle. Now, I don't want to flood you guys with too much information because obviously when you're just starting off, guys, you just want to keep it simple. You want to know what workouts to hit, kind of the rep ranges to aim for, and then actually just start going out there and doing it, right? I mean, that's the best way you're going to learn is actually by going out there, performing the workouts, and learning how your body feels to everything. So here is a simple push-pull legs program that you can actually start implementing right now today. So let's get into it. This is going to be a 3-day split, and we're just going to call it day 1, day 2, day 3, so that you can fit it into your schedule however you like. All right, so for day 1 is going to be chest and shoulders. Now for chest, you're going to start off with incline dumbbell bench press. First, you're going to do a warm-up of 10 to 12 reps so that you can actually get used to the movement, and then you're going to perform 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps. Next, you're going to move on to the machine chest press for 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps. And then for shoulders, you're going to move on to lateral raises. You're going to hit this for 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps. And then you're going to finish off chest with machine chest flies for 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps. And then to wrap up this day, you're going to hit rear delt reverse flies. And this is going to be for another 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps. And that is day 1. Now for day number 2 is going to be leg day. Don't worry guys, we don't skip leg day around here. All right, so for legs, first you're going to start off with some barbell squats or some hack squats, whichever feels more comfortable for you. You're going to hit your warm-up set, and then you're going to go for 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps. This is going to be your compound. And then the rest of these exercises are going to be 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps because they're more isolations. You're going to hit the hamstring curls, the leg extensions, and then the calf raises. And then that's it for day 2. And then finally for day 3 is going to be back and arms. So first we're going to start with some lat pull downs for 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps. And then we're going to move on to the cable rows for another 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps. And then we're going to move on to bicep curls for 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps. And then finally, we're going to wrap up the workout with some tricep push downs of 10 to 15 reps. And those are your 3 workout days, guys. Now, like I said before, if you want to add a 4th day, it's optional. On this day, you can do some cardio if you want, or you can go in and be like, you know what, I want to hit a little bit of extra chest today. Or maybe you go and you want to hit a little bit of extra arms. Really up to you, but that 4th day is optional. Now, don't worry, you don't have to write down all these workouts, guys. I have the exact workout for free down below in the description. All you have to do is just click on the link, and then you'll get the exact plan that I just laid out for you here in this video. And also, if you're interested, guys, I do have a full 8-week beginner program as well. And this is going to cover nutrition. This is going to cover dieting, workouts, training, everything that you need to know to build an attractive looking physique. And that is going to be down in the description as well below. Now, a couple tips that I recommend. When you are hitting your workouts, you want to make sure that you do progress on a week-to-week basis. So the best way to start progressing is really to just start tracking your lifts, right? So when you go in the gym and you say hit bench press, when you hit the incline bench press, what you want to do is write down how much weight that you used and how many reps that you did. Now, the way that we progress, guys, is once you hit the top of the rep range, that is when the workout has gotten pretty much too easy for you and it's time to increase the weight. So for example, for the incline dumbbell bench press, if you can hit 10 reps on all 3 sets, well, now it's too light for you. It's time to upgrade the weight and then aim for the 8 to 10 rep range again. And let's say you raise the weight and now you can only do 8 reps. That's good. That means now it's time to build your strength. And once you reach that 10 rep range again for all 3 sets, then progress again and raise the weight. Pretty simple. I just want you to start going out there right now and just start building that consistency. And you're really gonna start making gains or really start making progress in the gym. That's it for today's video, guys. If you enjoyed it, make sure to hit the like, comment, subscribe. And I'm gonna be back with a lot of other videos as well on, muscle building, fat loss. This is actually the first of a beginner series that I am doing. So make sure you stay tuned because I got a lot of other videos dropping as well. Oh, and one more thing. If you actually want to know what really makes a physique pop and look attractive, then you definitely want to click the video on screen. God bless.